Hey everybody, Cool Dad here, and I tonight have the full in-depth review of the Kangertech Dripbox 160. My wife got this for me for our anniversary, and I've been hitting it on a pretty regular basis. I've rebuilt both of the coils that came with it, and put it through some pretty hefty use, and I have to say I'm kind of impressed with it. So I want to give you guys an overall look at what it is, how it works, what I think of it. Oh, tasty. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the up close camera so I can get some more up close, so you see the details type stuff for this. So I want you guys to get a good look at it and get a good feel for it. So, okay, now that we're down in the up close version here, I can give you guys a nice up close view of it. It is, if you've seen the rouleaus by Wismac, the footprint is identical. However, this is only a 2-battery mod. At the bottom here, you'll see there's a little latch. Pull that, door opens up, and your batteries fall out. You can take your batteries out that way. Just back in there, put your batteries in. As you see, you got a positive and a negative showing. Close the door, you're good to go. Also on the bottom is the removable cap, which lets you access the skunk bottle here. This is, hang on a second here, this is secured by those 2 magnets and 2 magnets on the base. So theoretically, if you just are lazy or you want to look cool with your friends after you put the bottle back, just bam, good to go. Okay, that being said, one thing I will warn you, wherever you set this down, watch it because it will pick stuff up. You'll find all sorts of strange things connected to your drip box. Little bottle comes out here, and you'll see at the top of the bottle there's a rubber seal there. That's what seals the bottle in place so that you don't leak all over the place. You fill your drip bottle, or your bottle here. I believe it takes about 7 or 8 milliliters. Possibly more, maybe closer to 10. I never actually measured it because I got bigger bottles than that, so I just pour it until it's full. And you only want to fill it up just below where the top is there. You push it back up in, you'll feel it kind of click into place, and you're good to go. That metal straw you saw in here, as I was saying, the metal straw that comes down in here is what the juice is forced up into the top here. Now, sorry about that, a little earthquake going on. Currently, I've got, I'm using the dual post setup, so it's 2 posts, each one has a single hole. I've got 22 gauge 8 wrap coils in here with a 2mm inner diameter. I'll get to what it reads in a minute, and there's a reason for that. Now, from my research, you can buy other squonk style atomizers. I haven't because I just haven't. But there we go. Because you look down there, that's where that little metal straw comes up into the bottom here. You can see they all, the holes are contiguous there. Now, there's also, from what I've seen, you can get conversion kits for center pins for your regular atomizers. That's really up to you what you want to do with that. Now, let me get this put back on here. Now, the neat thing is that it does come with, I want to say 2 decks, for lack of a better way of putting it. Oops. Oh, let me get this undone here. There we go. What happens is, there we go. The other one's sitting down on my workbench. This little deck that holds the 2 posts pops out. The other one also has 2 posts, but 4 holes in those 2 posts. Once you pop that off, this is what you see. So this is a very interesting setup, the way they've done this. I kind of like it. You can have one build on here and then have a second build in the background ready to roll when you're ready for it. So make sure it's in there nice and snug. I don't crank it down, but you do want to make sure it's snug. Let's see if we can get there we go. So you saw the juice pop up there. I was just squeezing on the bottle down here. That's how you rejuice your coil, your wicking there. So I put the top on, and you squeeze it up, then you can hit it. I'm actually vaping Overcast by Low Vis E-Liquids right now. It's a tasty peach mango guava mixture. There will be a review on that coming up. So there we go. That's the basics to how it works. This side, we've got a fire button. There's our fire button. Nice and clicky. You got a nice display here, your up and down buttons, and then the charging port. Yes, this is a dual 16350 that will charge. I have used the charging. It does work very well. The only thing I question is if you look carefully, you'll see it's reading a 0.07. The last two builds I put on here both read 0.07, and I know they were well above that. So I'm not sure where the issue is there, but there is an issue there somewhere. Now, if you hit the button 3 times, you'll notice in the corner there that we're changing what we're doing. We're going through the different cycle or the different settings there. So right now I'm just on wattage mode. Now we are on nickel or nichrome. Oops. There we go. Titanium. Nickel chrome. No, that's nichrome. Sorry, that was nickel. That's nichrome. Stainless steel. And back to wattage. I've been using the wattage because I like my Kanthal builds. The only other options you really have for clicking is if you click it 5 times, you'll turn it off. Turns off. Then, see it says off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kangertech. And we're back. If you hold the plus and minus simultaneously, oops, hang on. I gotta do it with 2. So you can do it so you guys can see. Yeah. Any other time, no problem. Okay, let's see if we can get this. It flips the LCD readout on you. There we go. If you hold the fire and the plus button, it changes to a high contrast readout and back. Obviously, fire and the minus button does absolutely nothing. I got to show you though, otherwise I haven't really gotten into it. 2 things. So now we get back to the top, and you'll notice that there are slots on either side, and opposite those there are 2 little itty bitty holes about 1 mil. The top itself, you can see it's got the slot. I get that where you guys can see it. It's got the slots in it. That's your airflow control. The neat thing this did come with, I'm gonna have to. This did come with a little spit guard. I've seen some people ask, what is this? What is it for? What do I do with it? You'll see it's got an O-ring on it, and then there's a top or a raised up part, and then the bottom where it's sunk in. Put the raised up part so it's facing down into your top. Drop it in there. I'm going to use my little screwdriver here, and then just kind of press it into place. You'll feel it kind of click into place there. Is it perfect? No, I still get some now and then depending on the build, but you know what? It's better than a mouthful of juice. How do I like it? Overall, other than the questionable ohm reading, which I may be able to resolve with taking the batteries out and letting it sit for a bit, I think it's good. So that's pretty much the up close. Like I said, you got your battery port, your magnetic cover for your juice bottle, the straw that's in there, and then everything above. So overall, what do I think of it? I think this is a great startup for anybody that wants to start dripping. I think it's also great for anybody who enjoys dripping, but for one reason or another, finds it to be a hassle to have to stop and drip. If you're doing long hauls on the road and you don't want to like steer with your knees and drip, this is a great solution. You've got the option for rebuilding. Obviously, if you're into dripping, you probably like to build. If you buy your coils, I would say take this to the person you buy them from and say, I need it to fit this, so they can take a look at it. Because some of these bigger, like Claptons and stuff, you got to get some small stuff to fit in these post holes. I just use like I said, I've got two dual 22 gauge coils in here. They fit through the holes, because it was 2 wires per hole. They fit through the holes. It would be tight with a 20 gauge though, so just bear that in mind. The only real downside to me, and it's a very subjective thing again, and I know I mentioned this in the unboxing, the airflow is a little tight. I like tons of airflow. I'm sure there's ways to increase the airflow. I'm not into playing around with that yet. Like I said, this is great for if you've got to be driving or you're somewhere where you can't really drip on it. You can't just grab your bottle out and drip it because for whatever reason, single-handed operation. Squeeze, let go, give it a second would be my only advice there. And hit it like a champ. I really enjoy this. Very happy that I got this for our anniversary. It's been a lot of use, and like I said, for driving, if you got like an hour trip and you're driving, finding a stop you're doing on the not stop, awesome. I'll give you any of the subject. Just you identical. So if this is just more like not so much. Yeah, almost 5-10. Give you. I'm not here to give you all the numbers. I just again, I've had no leaks. The bottle at the stopper worked really well. I have no issue with the bottle. I mean, everything has worked with this. Worked with this.